Hello. Hey, Kendra Bennett. Bennett. Hello. That was fast. This is High Priestess Jamila. How are y'all doing at the witching hour? Hope everybody's doing good this evening. I know that I am feeling blessed. I wanted to come and speak about this whole gang stalking thing. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that whenever I make any videos about this, I don't think that any of the people that are online assisting them in their I guess if you want to call it gang stalking, family stalking, whatever. I don't think that any of those people actually watch these, but I think that the people that call themselves family definitely watch it. So I started on YouTube about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And I started getting stalked, heavily gang stalked by my mother in 2012 when I left my hometown to move to another state. And they involved people online in 2015. So this is something that I've been dealing with for at least the past 14 years. All of the triggers, the whole script, um, well, not the whole script. They made up new stuff. They added some new stuff to it when they saw that I was headed towards success. You know, and so they really got dirty with it. Really, they got very, very down and dirty with it. Um, of course, God is good, and God has consistently carried me through that gang stalking. But I want to talk about some of the things that I was thinking about when it comes to these people that call themselves your family. I realized that my mother was not my mother, and probably, oh, I can't even date back to when I realized that my mother was not actually my mother. And when I realized that a lot of the family that I thought was family was not actually my family. And it's a tough thing to go through. It's not easy, especially when the only people that you thought you could trust are actually using gang stalking tactics, and they won't ever be honest. They won't ever treat you like a human being. Family that gang stalks you is not family at all. Those people are not your family. Um, we want to have family. We want that. I think it's normal. I think it's normal for a human being to love and care about their family. But the reason why I don't really talk to anybody in the family, hardly ever, is because throughout the years, I suffered a lot of mental abuse from my mother. The reason why my mother mentally abused me, she claimed for years it was because of a car accident. And she did actually have a car accident. But because of this car accident, everybody ignored her abuse. Everybody enabled this woman. And they claim that it wasn't abuse because it only happened every once in a while. They have a cycle, they have a schedule. I've even noticed the pattern online. Now, the pattern, though, has changed a whole lot because the more and more I expose and I push for the band-aid to be broken or either the rubber band to be broken, the more and more I push for that, they go and they have a vlogger attack me. Every single time I have spoken out about this, they will have someone in social media attack me. So you can't really see the pattern. The pattern has been every day to every other day to almost every day. There's some sort of attack coming from several different YouTube bloggers. This has been going on YouTube for 6 years straight, every day to almost every other day. They pretty much say the same thing. And see, this is what I've tried to speak to these people about because I'm going to tell you that it's really dangerous. People that have chosen to get involved and decide that it's a game to them, that a human being's life is a game to them. Everything that they say, everything was a part of their family abuse, everything. And you can look at me and I'm a pretty normal person, except I'm a witch. I guess you could say that I'm not normal if I'm a witch, right? But I'm very normal. There's nothing odd about me, in my opinion. I do think that I am sort of unique, but there's nothing weird about me. I'm just a normal person. But when family would go off into their psychoses, and it was mainly my mother and her brother. It was mainly my mother and her brother. Okay. And then after a while, his wife got involved with this abuse. Um, After I gave birth to my children, I would always lose weight after the pregnancy. I noticed little subtle red flags that was coming in the family. I would get these dirty looks when I would lose weight. I would get these dirty, evil looks from people in the family, snickering behind my back. You could tell that they were up to no good behind my back. And see, many of you guys have got to pay attention to this. And probably because of my story, you guys' story has not gotten worse, or it possibly will. Everything that they say, nobody wants you. You're ugly. You're fat. You're disgusting. Um, you should kill yourself. I'm going to kill you. No man wants you. You're undesirable. Your children hate you. You're a horrible mother. Um, you're a failure in life. I mean, all of these things. Now, there are certain things that I think that these people, for some reason, because I'm about to tell you what my reaction is to it. I think that some of these people believe that They've created triggers in me, right? Which there's no triggers created at all. A lot of it is my mother's mental problem. My mother hates white people. She's definitely afraid of being left for a white woman, which is why she left my father. That was one of the reasons why my mother left my father, because my father said something. He just said something. He probably didn't even really mean it. He just said something that a lot of our African American black men will say to us when we're arguing with them, is that white women are better. So my mother hurried up and left my father before he could leave her, even though there was no woman that would have wanted, like didn't nobody want my dad. My dad had a lot of issues. In fact, when she did leave him, he popped up with a black woman, which, you know, made her blow her top. I mean, she lost it. I wasn't even able to accept a birthday gift from my father because my mother went ballistic that he pulls up in this brand new car with another woman, even though she had left him. So my entire life was filled with drama and hatred from my mother. And there would be times, there was the good times. But then again, when things got bad, they got bad. When I finally decided to leave Kansas City, Missouri, I made the decision to leave. And this is why I made the decision to leave. It was shortly after um, there was an affair that was exposed with because they love everybody else except for their own family. Anybody that was considered outside of the family was more family than family. So there was this guy that everybody became obsessed with, almost fell in love with this man, and I had an affair with him. When they found out that I had an affair with this man, oh my God, they began treating me like shit. I was a whore. I was ugly. I was a bad mother. I should get back with my baby daddy because I'm being a whore. It was horrible. In fact, I mean, I mean, they even got some of the younger people involved with it because they were so angry about me having an affair with this man. The day that I decided that I was leaving, I was driving down the street and I look over and my uncle, my mother's brother, is pulling up on the side of me. He's not pulling up on the side of me because he's like waving or anything. He's looking at me with this extremely evil smirk on his face, almost like he's hunting me down. That was the day that I decided to get up out of there. And they have made it hell for me ever since I left. They have made it hell for me. In fact, the day before I was going to move, my mother sent her brother to and I tried to be nice about it. I even tried to have a going away party. They tried to screw that up. Okay. So I make it out of there. But as soon as I make it out of there, my mother begins to call CPS. My mother, she begins to call CPS. Why? Because I was homeschooling my children. Why was I homeschooling my children? Well, because I wanted to give them extra curriculum. I wanted to sit down and work with my children. I was only working a part-time job. I had all the time in the world to do it. I'm very intelligent. I didn't graduate high school, but I do have my GED and I do have some college education. She begins calling up to the school, stigmatizing us. I had to put a letter in the school file, letting them know that my mother was sick and that it was something wrong with her and that she was stalking us. Did it make a difference? No, it didn't. When you have people gang stalking you like that, in particular your mother, people believe her because she's your mother. That's the sad part about it. People will believe whatever your mother says just because she's your mother. It's an abuse of power, is what it is. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There are times when I don't feel that I'm related to those people. I don't feel a connection to those people anymore. Okay. So you guys saw the little handiwork that they did on YouTube. They were doing it again. They were doing it again, trying to make me look like a drug addict. I have never been on drugs. I have only smoked weed. They did it last night. They just did it last night. So it's been 6 years, and these people have been stalking me. Now, here's my whole deal about it. I'm going to tell y'all my response to it. I don't care. I don't care. Is that understandable? I have no feelings for them. The fact that I have no family to speak of, I don't give a damn. See, when you have a narcissistic family, they want you to be upset that they are shunning you and doing smear campaigns against you. I could care less. You know why? Because my life is my life. Technically, a 44-year-old woman, I'll be 44 this summer. Technically, a 44-year-old woman should be gone away from the family. She should have her own life, maybe go back and visit from time to time. No, that will never happen because these people wanted to control me. And when they realized that they could no longer control me, they decided to come to YouTube to try to control how people saw me. Now, keep in mind, this has been going on since 2015 on YouTube. They keep recycling it in hopes that new people will see their smear campaign. Now, I do have an attorney because I'm going to see what I can do about it. Because what they were trying to do was they were trying to ruin me in social media. They were trying to ruin me socially so that nobody would trust me and nobody would believe me. Now, why did they do this in the first place? I'm going to tell you guys why. I was raped in my mother's home. I believe that I was being drugged and raped in her home recently since I've been an adult. I spoke about this maybe once or twice 10 years ago, and those people have been stalking and harassing me ever since. Now, keep in mind, there's no way of me proving it whatsoever. So they are not in danger of going to jail. What they care about is their reputation, which is understandable. Okay. I know for a fact that I was being raped in my mother's house because I would wake up with bruises. I would wake up. Obviously, somebody was having sex with me at my mother's house while I was asleep. Okay. I knew it for a fact. I was waking up with too many physical things, scratches. One day I woke up with a black eye. One day I woke up with fluids leaking out of me. Okay. Now I spoke about this. I never even mentioned any of their names. I just spoke about it. These people came to YouTube, exposed who they were, claiming that I was lying. Now, The gang stalking for the past several years is an obvious sign that I was not lying on those people. Obviously, there is something that was going on in my mother's house that she knows about. She knows it, and she knows I was not lying on her. Whoever these extra people are that are online, I don't know what connection they have with it, but at this point, I don't care. And here's the deal. They're scared. Y'all tell me that if anybody is stalking or gang stalking you, wouldn't you want them to die? Any normal person that's being harassed constantly, monitored constantly, berated constantly, anybody that is going through that, they are going to eventually say, hey, I wish that God would just kill you, right? No normal human being. This is what I'm saying. It's almost like they're gaslighting you to where they're like, oh my God, I did all these things to you. I can't believe that you would say that to me. They're so bizarre. All I've asked is to be left the hell alone. That's all I've asked. They continue to do it. There's going to be fireworks very soon. Okay, is what my spirits told me. Because my spirits want vengeance on these people. They want them gone because they won't stop. Period. Now, from what I was told, that typically gang stalkers like this, they can stay in a psychosis for years. So these people have been in this gang stalking psychosis for years. It has been 6 years. They are obsessed. Okay, they even went to an older fake witch on here. They had a campaign on a Black woman saying they were going to send Dorothy back to Kansas, as if I am not human, as if I'm some dog, or as if I am some fucking runaway slave. This is supposed to be a Black woman that would do this to. So it goes deep. Why would people on YouTube get involved? Probably because they don't have no life. There will be no way on God's green earth. And see, that's why I said some of these people know me. Some of these people know family members too. They're not saying who they are. But here's what I will tell you. My spirits ain't playing around with these people. They're not. And I don't care how many witches they got. None of them can compete with my craft. Now, for some reason, there was this big hoopla the past couple of years over a love affair that I had. They even tried to use that against me. They even tried to use that as if men and women don't fight sometimes, as if this is some kind of proof that I'm a bad person, right? Wrong. Here's what I want to say. Does something really bad have to happen to those people for them to stop? Does something really bad have to happen for them to stop? Because I'm going to tell you, I broke out Psalms. I'm not playing with these people. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Kendra Bennett, if you are going through that, I am the person to see. In fact, I'm supposed to help people that are victims of gang stalking because I don't know what I would do without my wonderful little cleanses. I don't know what I would do. They have been a godsend. The negative frequencies, the constant obsessiveness. See, I'm a telepath also. They sit and they obsess, they obsess, they obsess, they obsess because they know they're dead wrong. But they don't let it go because they figure, I got to destroy her before she destroys me. That's why they continue to do it all day long. They're constantly obsessing over me, constantly having meetings. It's 2021 and these people are still up to it. They're probably wondering, how do I know? But I don't, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? And they have been trying to destroy my reputation as well as my business. My spirits want them to know that we're going to lay you all out flat. For some reason, these people were stupid enough to believe that they had strength in numbers. Are you freaking kidding me? They thought they had strength in numbers, but they don't. Your gang stalkers don't have strength in numbers. They're very weak. It takes a coward to gang up on a 5'4" woman. Understand that. I don't care if you 5'8" or 5'9", or if you're just one person. These people are all ganging up on one person. Trust me, they're not tough. The whole purpose of gang stalking is to drive you crazy, make you kill yourself, or either make you go postal and do something to them. Now, I'll never do either one of those ever. I'll never do any of those things. Okay, I'm like a rock. But I used to find it amusing seeing them scurry around like rats without cheese. But I don't find it amusing anymore. Not at all. And I ain't playing with them. Anybody participating in it is going to get it. Okay. Now, I truly believe that they figured if something happened to me, that there would be no more witnesses left because it would be just me and my story, but I'd be gone. But I ain't going nowhere. Not ever. Okay. What you have to focus on is what you have to look forward to in life. Okay. I understand that they have their agents. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating when you're dealing with the agents and the agents are sticking with the gang stalking plot. It's very frustrating when you feel like you can't find one real person. It's very frustrating when the truth reaches the surface and they stalk people so much to the point where you wonder, did they clone you? Did they kill the original? It makes you wonder what the hell is going on. But here's what I can tell you, you will survive it. Now, many of you guys probably don't get my cleanses. Okay, that's one of my most popular. I'm not going to lower myself or lower my prices because they wanted to lower me. Nah. They actually sent agents in ops so that to try to lower me. So I can't lower my prices. I can't do that. But what I can tell you is that I will not only survive it, but I will overcome it to the capacity where they won't ever be able to touch me ever again. They already can't touch me. And you have to not give a damn. If these people that claim to be your family would do that to you, child, I'd be like, yeah. I don't know what's up with these people online. What these people online need to do is just apologize and move on. And if they don't, then they can get it too. These people online have helped them spread rumors about me. So at the same time, they're trying to put curses on me. They've been doing it for years, and I've consistently given them hell. I don't understand what they think is different. Don't ever back down to them. Don't ever be afraid of them. Continue to talk your shit and continue to be strong and stand in your power. That's what you have to do. And if they're secret op agents, don't know how to get it together because for some reason they're codependent on the gang stalking program. They have went and filled in people that obviously don't have a life. I had somebody say to me, you know, nobody wants you. What? What? What the? No, I don't know that. What the hell are you talking about? But see, they've convinced people that that is the truth and that they can say that to you because that's what they have tried to convince people of. I'm going to tell you right now that if you are a personal friend or if you are anybody on YouTube, it's time for you to go ahead and give up the ghost and apologize to me. That's what my spirits want. My spirits want an apology. That's all they want. That's all they want is for you to apologize and for you to acknowledge what you've done. Now, I've seen these people totally become demonic to the point where you don't even know who these people are. You got, and here's what I've tried to explain to people. I want you to listen because they always telling me to listen. No, it's time for you to listen. The same things, the same games that y'all have been told to use on me, you realize they've been doing that to me since I was a kid. I'm 43. If I made it to the age of 10 years old, what made you think I wouldn't make it to the age of 12? If I made it to the age of 12, what made you think I wouldn't make it to the age of 14, 16, 18, 20, 25, 35? What makes these people think, first of all, if my own family ain't about nothing, what makes you think I care about you? You think I'm going to go and cry in a corner? Trust me, I am purely prepared for whatever it is that you bring. I don't understand these people. The same script. In fact, you can tell that a lot of them were going off of a script. This is the same script that my so-called mother, quote unquote, mother, has been using on me for years whenever she would get upset with me. Their newest thing, though, which I don't know why they, like, again, I guess it was because of certain, the crap on YouTube with these black men talking crazy about black women. For some reason, their newest tactic was to try to convince me that a white woman was better than me. Now, I'm sitting up here thinking to myself this whole time, first of all, What are you idiots doing? I mean, really. I'm not that egotistical. I am very solid and balanced with the person that I am. Very solid, love myself, know who I am. I'm okay with self. I know my value. I know what I bring to people. I know that there's people that love me, not them, but there's people in this world that love me. I know that for a fact. Okay. What I am tired of is the secrecy. They think it's a secret. It's not a secret. My spirits can see everything that you're doing. Why do they think that they're moving in silence? You're not moving in silence. I can see everything that you're doing. Now, here's what I want to tell y'all. My mother is what you would consider to be a bad seed, is how my grandmother described her, especially after her car accident. Um, my mother was already a bad person before the car accident. She was already a really vain, just inconsiderate, stuck up, diabolical, egotistical, narcissistic person. My mother was already a very narcissistic person before the accident. But then after the accident, what came back was a demon, was just this demonic person that was capable of some of the most atrocious things. And my grandmother spoke about this. This is why they don't like my grandmother, because my grandmother told them the truth. They all know what a mother knows, what their children, right? So after my grandmother passed away, that's why they don't care about her. That's why they go and they hang around people that use my grandmother's picture in their avatars. They're very, very, very disrespectful people. Nobody should have any respect for you. I don't care what you pay. And see, this is what my spirits want them to know. All of that money that you've been shelling out, you're going to lose your jobs. I don't have to contact your job for you to lose your job. Some of them have already lost their jobs. Some of them have already went through some of the worst luck ever. The worst luck possible. It'll stop if they stop. It's not me. I'm not the demon child from case number 39. That's not who I am. The person, you know what entity continues to destroy these people for you is God. They don't believe in God. I bet you they believe in God now, don't they? I'm willing to bet money that these people believe in God. All they had to do was stop. You see what I'm saying? Just stop. No, they're too busy trying to be competitive. This is a problem. There's no huge spiritual reason why they're doing it. These people are brain dead. My mother is brain damaged. Okay. They're very damaged people. My mother actually has brain damage. This is all about competition. This is all about hating on somebody. You know, when they said that jealousy is a sickness? Well, it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. They find a new person and they go to their channel, and like roaches, they try to sully my reputation. This has got to be against the law to do that to somebody. But since, everything that's been going on, of course, what the bad guys realized during the Coronam, the bad guys realized that they may be able to escape prosecution, but only for a little while. Okay. So, because y'all know the courts and stuff have been shut down. So they figure this is free reign because they're idiots. They don't realize that when that happened, that meant that God took over. Why they still do it, I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that they are going to start dropping off like flies. And it ain't my fault. I haven't wished death on any of these people. They claim that I wished death on them. I didn't wish death on you. You're wishing death on yourself. And when you tell them, stop, just stop, they can't do it. Now their lives are screwed up. You know what they do? Instead of getting it together, instead of stopping what they're doing, instead of admitting to the lies, because Spirit don't just want them to stop. They tried that. Spirit wants the truth. Spirit wants them to admit to the truth. It's going to go beyond that. And you can say that I'm a bad person or this and that, but it will be poetic justice is what needs to be done. I don't care if they work with Satan, with Papa Legba, Ogun, whoever. It don't matter who you work with. You need to come clean about the situation, or else I don't even have to leave my home. I don't have to go and do anything to these people. They're going to have it done to them anyway. Nothing I can do to stop it. But yet they'll come online and whine and continue. Continue. It could get better for them if they would stop. If they would have told the truth years ago. It's not up to me to care about your life. It's not up to me to shut you up. It's not up to me to stop you. It's up to you to care about yourself enough to stop stalking people. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Those people will never see me again. They actually have the audacity to be upset because I want nothing to do with them. If you have been around all these years to see some of the horrific things that they have said, the lies that they have told on me, then you're probably familiar with this story. Otherwise, if you're just now coming, I have to brief everybody. I have to update everybody every year on this because they never stop. So that's why I'm coming and talking to you guys about this. Okay. And it's about to be a tower moment for all of them. Most definitely. I can see it coming. Y'all can feel it coming. It's nothing you can do to stop it except for doing the right thing. You lied on somebody. You tried to ruin my reputation. They literally were so upset that I had moved out of Kansas City that they tried to make it difficult for me to even get a job to support my children. There is nothing that you can do to run or hide from that karma. Not a damn thing. And I want you to get it hard because those people have no right. Your mother doesn't have the right to stalk you. And see, that's why I was thinking, because a few years before my mother's behavior got worse, I had all kind of, like crazy thoughts about my mother. Like, that ain't my mama. Like, something's going on. It's really weird. You know, if we could say that it's demonic possession or whatever it is, I had my suspicions about my ex. I don't care about the little crazy triggery words that they say. I just want them to come clean about the lies, all of the lies that they told on me. That's what my spirits want, and they're going to get it. I don't care if you got to write it down. I don't care if you got to record it and upload it. I don't care if you got to send me a private email. You're going to tell the truth, period. Or else, first of all, I'm on my divine path, and it's a glorious path. I love it. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the middle of a garden for miles and miles just running. That's exactly how I feel. I feel so free. I feel happy that I was able to get away from that situation. And they say, "Oh, well, what would have been the problem?" What would well, the problem is that you're trying to take away somebody's freedom and liberties. They have the right to move where they wanted to. Have you ever, and here's the thing, was it not strange to these people that a person would relocate and get this kind of stalking and harassment from their own family? And the proof is in the pudding, because my mother is friends with this woman that was stalking me. Because see, like a classic narcs tend to become friends with people that you get into it with. Every single body that I have ever had a disagreement with, my mother becomes their friend every time. So it hasn't been a normal world for me, to where if you make a mistake with me and we get into a fight or an argument about it, perhaps you should just, I don't know, apologize and make good for it. No, they just get to run to my mother and be delusional about it. This is what's been going on the past several years, especially. So if y'all see any videos made about me with my name in the title, my spirits would appreciate it if you would give them a friendly flag. In fact, I'm thinking about holding a flag party for us to just flag down all of them with my name and their title. And then for you guys also to report them to IC3, because these people should not get away with what they think that they're going to get away with. They get all riled up. They really think, I don't know who's pumping them up, who's giving them their pep talks, but it don't take a rocket scientist, and I don't need to be a psychic to tell you that you're not going to get away with that. And just like I had my poetic justice when I moved into this house, I will have my poetic justice when I move into my lake house, my real lake house. I live by a lake right now. I'm not on the lake, but I will be on the lake for the rest of my life, healing from this, healing from this. You can be forgiven, but don't count on me being buddy buddy with you. I'm not going to be your buddy after you've sent me through that for 5 or 6 years. And so I've wondered, wow, are you people on drugs? Because for you to do, and I'm talking about hours and hours of shows, myself and my children being attacked for hours every single day. When I first moved to Georgia, it was worse. It was so bad. What they did was they found a bunch of people that obviously didn't have a lot of money, and they began to give those people money to attack me. This little angel that's actually a devil, I'm gonna go ahead and unprivatize the video of her threatening to blow me and my children's heads off. Y'all do the math. What I want is for them to be gone, but before they go, they need to admit to their lies. If you never admit to your lies, well, not only are you going to remain in poor health, but these people are going to lose everything that they have because, of course, the witches that were online and the people that were making videos about me, of course, these people were gathering up money to attack their own so-called quote unquote family member. In my humble opinion, they deserve everything that they get. Constantly trying to interrupt my energy, constantly trying to interrupt my meditation, constantly trying to channel me, constantly. It's very, very exhausting. Y'all can survive it if you're going through it. I'm always here for you. Because I believe that more people than myself are going through it. I'm just going through it publicly and out in the open. But I've seen people's family members in their chat rooms talking crazy to them. A lot of these people that are on here doing vlogs, they don't even realize it's your own family that's stalking you. Because for some reason, when your family sees you on YouTube, all of a sudden they feel insecure or sad about something. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And guys, let me tell you some of the tactics that they did. Call police to my house, called CPS every day. These people were so mentally ill that they were calling CPS every day. Every single time they filed a false report against me, they all had been found to be unsubstantiated, of course. But every single time they did it, I filed police reports. I have over 50 police reports filed against these people in Kansas City in the DeKalb County, Georgia Police Department. So one thing that you got to do is you got to cover your tracks. You have to report it. I've reported it to the feds and I've also reported it to the police. The moral to this story is that you can't always trust your family. And I'll never join them. Nah, that's a big mistake. A lot of people feel like, well, I can't beat them, join them. You're still the black sheep. You're still the outsider. Those people don't like you. I don't care what you do for them. They don't like you. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, if you're rich or you're poor. That group of people, they just don't like you. And it's nothing that you can do about it. Find people in this world that love you and care about you and hold on to them. Hold on to them. Find people that love you and hold on to them. I actually hooked up with their biggest, you know, their biggest person that did it a lot. I actually met and fell in love with him, and he fell in love with me too, which changed the whole game for them. But again, once again, constant attacks, attack, constantly. And it ain't nothing that he can do about it. Those people will never accept him. They will claim that they accept him, but they don't because he's already talked too much. He went, and I should have downloaded that show, Daddy. I should have downloaded your show, Daddy. You know, the one where you told the truth about the situation? I should have downloaded that. Because it doesn't matter what you do, they still don't like you because you've already talked. Apologizing to them, being nice to them, kissing they butt, you might as well stand up and fight for what is yours, hon. And all of y'all better know how strong I am. Okay. And you'll never wear me down. In fact, I don't wore these people out. They are wore out. Okay. Not just me. You know, then also the fact that I can articulate myself. And a lot of times, if you have a family like that, they may not have raised you to be able to articulate yourself. Well, I've always been an intelligent person that knew how to speak, that knew how to express myself, that knew how to talk to people. Okay. But then also is spirit. Spirit will prevail for you. I promise you. Don't you ever let these people lie to you. They went and blatantly lied about everything. About they even tried to tell you how much my rent was, and that I lived on Section 8 land, which is a total lie. I guess that was to say, don't go pay her that much. She doesn't need it. Well, my job is not based upon need. My job is based upon supply and demand. My job is based upon the fact, my company is based upon the fact that I give quality work to my clients, and the fact that I am a witch and that my spells absolutely do work. Absolutely. So if y'all need me, I'm here and I'm not afraid of them. They don't really have. Now, if you have a family member that has some sort of government clearance, then that could pose to be a problem. But the government will get them right up out of there real quick. These people really don't have any power. They don't. Okay, just to let y'all know, quit being afraid of them. Gather up your evidence, keep it for a rainy day. Okay. And all of this due to jealousy. But then, for some of y'all, there's a life insurance policy, trust me. And they want to stress you out. So they thought that they could use my beau as a way to stress me out. Well, I don't get stressed out on that situation. I know how he feels about me. I'm not going to kill myself or die of a broken heart or a heart attack over somebody that I know how they feel about me. So I'm not going to do that. So at the end of the day, they failed. And what they should do is abort mission before some people get hurt. And I'm not talking about, I'm some mob boss to where I'm going to go and order people to do stuff. No, spirit moves in mysterious ways. Spirits move in mysterious ways, and they are very real. Angels are very real. Demons are very real. All of these things are real. And you better believe that they can't handle it. Don't ever be afraid of those people. Boy, they'll turn into complete and utter monsters, won't they? Well, most of us, we stopped being afraid of the boogeyman at the age of 5 years old. Now, many of you guys are up this late because a lot of you guys have trouble sleeping at night. Okay, I know this for a fact. Many of you guys that are being gang stalked, you have trouble sleeping at night. I'm up because it's the witching hour. Okay, I want you guys to start being more productive. when you are awake at night. Start being more productive. Start understanding that spirit will keep you up at night because they are giving you information and downloads that you need. Okay. And I am an excellent support system for you because I know exactly what you're going through. Just in case you're dealing with this, I have their kryptonite. And their kryptonite is God because they're very ungodly. And it's not a damn thing that they can do about it. Okay. I don't live every day of my life in fear. I live my life just as normal. If you guys want a normal life, you can have one. Trust me. Trust me. You just have to believe. You can't let these people take your life away from you. You have to fight. You have to fight for the people that you love. You have to fight for your love life. You have to fight for your money. You have to fight for your success. You have to fight for your health. You have to fight. Don't you ever lay down. I don't want to ever hear about nobody thinking about committing suicide. No, because I can feel it. A lot of you guys don't know where to turn. You don't know where to turn. You like, well, fuck, I'm screwed. I don't have no family. Those people ain't your family. In fact, to be honest with you, you never know where they got you from. They may have gotten you through some black market adoption. You never really know who those people are exactly. So don't worry about it. Walk away from them. Okay? Your life will get better. And a lot of y'all are afraid to leave them behind. A lot of y'all are afraid because you already know what they're going to do. But God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for all of us that have dealt with traitors like that because those people had a different choice, didn't they? Oh, they could have chose better. They try to make it seem like they didn't have no choice. Yeah, they did. They absolutely had a choice. I remember asking my uncle years ago, I said, why didn't black people, and this was a totally different subject, off the subject, but very similar. I said, why didn't black people fight for freedom during slavery? Why didn't they fight? And my uncle said, well, they had guns to our heads. There's nobody with a gun to any of those people's heads at all. None whatsoever. I can assure you. So they had a better choice that they could have made. But they chose to mistreat you and violate you, even after they already had possibly violated you previously. Then no, don't, you're not going to get away from us. We're going to find you. And family, people that call themselves family, they can't do that and then go, well, look at this person. This person did that. No, you're supposed to be family. If you hadn't have been doing what you were doing, you think all these people would have did what they did? So they're responsible. Mainly they're responsible. But I think that when you get yourself too deeply involved with it, I think you need to watch out. They were trying to use terrorism against me the other day, trying to make it seem like this woman could come over here and beat me up or something. I'm not afraid of any of these people. And you guys need to know that. You guys need to know that I am bad ass. Oh, and my spells and rituals do work. Okay. So if y'all need me, the main aspect that you want to do, the main spiritual plan that you're going to have is first a cleanse because you got to get rid of all that crap and crud. You got to start getting rid of that. out of your chakras, out of your head, all of that bad energy. Then you're going to have to get you some hex removal. You're going to have to remove hexes because, of course, they've done hexes on you. Okay. You're going to have to do the generational unbindings because they have decided that you're their personal Jesus. And Jesus doesn't love them. I'm going to tell you that right now. They always talk about the Bible and Jesus, but Jesus ain't messing with these people. They don't know Jesus the way that they think they know. Okay, I know Jesus. Jesus ain't no joke. He ain't no joke. I wouldn't be playing around with him. Even though I'm a witch, I still work with Jesus sometimes. And sometimes I got to ask Jesus to go to work for me. So please believe that we are pulling and they see, here's the thing. They want you to think that I am all alone. I have an entire army, millions standing behind me that they could never compete with. So what do? They go around and they try to make it look like it's a joke, but it's not a joke when you are lying on people and when you are trying to destroy their reputation and their careers. That's not no joke. It will never be a joke. It has never been taken as a joke. And in fact, they convinced themselves that it was okay for them to do it because I was some crazy person that wasn't making any money anyway. But then that's why years ago I kept showing y'all. Okay. Even when they would send CPS, I would show CPS my financial records and say, I run a serious business. And they would go, wow. If I was just some crazy person sitting there, it was it's hilarious. It's hilarious when you think about what they think they can get away with. But I think it's probably just drugs or alcohol that done messed up these people's mind to the point where they can't think straight. Okay, they can't think straight. So y'all be careful out there. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you guys subscribe. And then also, if you guys need me for anything, I am an expert at this. You guys need to realize that you're going to look up at the age of 20, 30, 40, and you're going to realize that these people are going to do everything in their power to keep you from your destiny. They're going to do everything in their power to keep you from excelling. They're going to do everything in their power to keep you from succeeding. What do? Do you lay down and take it? No, you don't. But the only way you're going to do it, you got to do it through spirit. The police ain't going to help you. They don't, I mean, I think eventually the police will start to help people because basically what it is it's like a MK Ultra mind control type of thing. And see, regular humans, they've been trying to get them to tell the truth for years. It's not going to happen. They're never going to tell the truth because then they would have to admit that they're a liar. The only person that's going to get them to admit the truth is God. And that's going to be coming. Do I have to be held up until they tell the truth? No, I don't. So a lot of y'all are thinking, damn, my back is up against the wall. I got to get these people to admit that they were lying. No, you can't ever do that. Okay. I have consistently used customized spell work to literally destroy their lies and the podium that their lies stand on too. Okay. So all of my links are listed below if you are a victim of gang stalking. My gang stalkers have started back up again. They started back up last week. But we coming up on the 6th year. Okay. And that's it for them. Some of y'all are just beginning the process. Some of y'all, it's been past 6 years. I know that for me, it's been 14 years when I first started getting stalked, and I have been through some shit. Okay. Matter of fact, in my hometown, they had more of a social and police power pool in my hometown because there's a lot of corrupt police back there. A lot. Okay. And corrupt people. I could tell y'all horror stories, but I'm not going to get into it because it's a thing of the past. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Peace and love to y'all.